For you students and individuals that are watching the YouTube, this is how you do a general tarot reading for an individual. It's something I like to practice almost on a weekly basis, not only to put the subconscious of the cards, but also to see where the individual's at. We all know synchronicity. We have today, Bo's going to pick 3 cards. We're going to do a past, present, and future, and I'm going to read those 3 cards to see where he is. We know that depending on the major arcana or the minor arcana, how much time and energy this is put for where he's at. Thank you, Bo, for doing this.
Thank you.
What do we need to do right now? We need to get his energy into the cards because the cards are a tool, and we want to go, could you spell your first name for me?
B-E-A-U.
And we all know we do that loose shuffle. We put that energy in. If it goes up, that means it's not done, meaning the card stands up a little bit. We make it comfortable. If the cards are tight and fighting, we have to clear the cards. These cards are ready to go because they went smooth. And then I need to get a permission from you. If I had 1 to 10 numbers, would you give me permission to tell me your favorite number?
Yes.
Will you say it aloud?
9.
What are we doing now? We're putting that vibration. So we're not only getting his energy, we're getting his guides with that 9 that have told him that energy.
I had a 7 come through too, just randomly.
And he's looking at a 7. So we would have to put that together because he's getting 2 different things in his life. We would do a full reading for him with that. What we'll do is we'll keep that 9 for the reading that we're doing today. And you have time for the videos. Those of you guys know we work on this, and when I teach you, we work together in 6 and 8 hour days, broken down so we get it all in. Books, learning, teaching, I'm here for you. We need to cut those cards. You see how that took a minute? Then we have him put his hand down on the cards and resonate. Which one of those stacks do you feel more resonate? Let's separate them a little bit so they're not together. Separately, check each pile. Which feels to him? What's resonating? Where's the message strongest?
Definitely that one.
That one. So we've already pulled out the things that are non-essential so we can give him that full reading. And then we just fan them out and let him take its time. He will pick out what resonates, which card. Lay out the first card that you feel that you should pull out. 1, 2, 3. Past, present, future. Just turn that over for me. Okay. And then he pulled the Page of Wands. If you just show them right there, just put that up. The Page of Wands, I use the Writer's deck, as all of you know the older deck. And then he's going to pick another card here, what resonates. For you students and readers, remember, give them that time. You want their energy to pick it. Let him be comfortable. And when he feels right, he'll turn it over. And he's picked the 7 of Swords. Go ahead and lay that down. And then he lays out the Empress, the card of the Empress. So he'll lay that over there. Now, after they've done that, he's there. You take your energy, pull the cards to you, clear the energy, because now the cards are ready to go and read the next part. Remember, you want to keep the cards only lightly, them touching. They're your tools, and obviously protect it because they're part of you now. What you're having here, and we're going to just go through this a little bit for all of us. At this time in your life, sorry, I have to cut that. At this time in your life, Bo, the Page of Wands said you went through a part of your life where you were experiencing a different way. You were handling things of your own. It looked like you were a little bit of a roused or wound. You would do what you wanted with it. You were wound up. You had things. I feel like there's been an opening, a new beginning for you in the present. But this present coming together for these 2 cards means you have an overload. You're taking on things. It looks like you will be able to handle the things, and they're very positive. But the 7 of Swords, as we all know, things handled. Because the card is averse to him, work is his favor. He doesn't only need the work, he wants the work. So for a person, when you're reading, this is telling you these are very good ones. This is also a point in his life that going with the major arcana in the next 3 months, he will be able to handle and do things that even himself not thought possible. That's what those cards represent together, the story of the Page and the Wands. Because of the Empress coming into his future, he will have a sensitive knowledge and a power of his own energy. He's aware of the feminine divine, he's aware of the male divine, and he's balancing himself. It's one of those cards we look for. Because he had that major arcana, we need to go a little deeper. If this card had not been part of the major 21, we would have just relaxed and left it alone. 22, I know I always count that card for those of you who know. 22 of the major arcana for the sticklers. What we go ahead and go with it is we go, can we go a little deeper, Bo, for the guides?
Yeah.
Because these are all saying positive, but we want to know what? We want to know positive on what and how. Pick one of these three and then just pick one of the staffs. Which one feels more resonating to you?
That one.
That one, yes. And you can feel that. See, that's where we're both connected. You're feeling his energy. We're going to lay that out. I got the Empress the Queen of Pentacles upside down a little bit. So looking to him, how do you know it? Because it's going to him. He's the one you're reading for. It's upside down to him.
Oh, cool.
So that means different. These are all in his favor. This one tells him it's something he's going to do and overcome financially. You always put positive with it because these are just tools helping. People are, oh, we got her. Oh my God, the Pentacle looks like her. Stay positive. Come on, Lisa. What we got happening here, we go through the energy going together. He has a woman in this involved in his life. You just saw this coming out. This woman has been through things. You see the Queen of Wands. This tells you this is a lady who's had to fight to get things going. She's strong, she has her way, but she has a real power with both female. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. So you got two women in his life, one from the past and one that's now present. This is a really good card because it also shows the Two of Swords. That means there will be communications that have both. There will be times where, for the person that you're reading, his balance will be handling both of these women. Why is it supposed to be? He's connected. You can say family, love, relationship. It's a good card because this already said this is part of his feminine energy to handle. This is a time for him to deal with because his masculinity and the work will be balanced out for what happens. It looks like there's, as you read this in sense, keep it general, let him interpret. He knows who the two women are. He feels confident with it. And we want to go, as we're curious as a reader, do you want to know the outcome of those two women?
Yeah, absolutely.
You take it in here. You've already got his number. He gave two numbers earlier. So we went a little deeper. 7 now because he'd said 9. We put that in. 7. Money, Pentacles. This is going to be his blessing of what he's handled in his soul energy with both to do what he committed with both women for financial for all. So that's a good outcome. And just for it, if we had pulled up a card, Strife, 8. We pulled up the 8 of Swords. Either way, this is saying this is something that's going to be having to repeat it or a continual struggle. We would do an outcome, we would look at it and do it. He didn't, but we just want to look at both sides. How did I word that? This is a struggle. We're going to overcome it. How do we go? Keep going with the cards even generally until you get the answer that's going to help them best for their life.
Cool. That was a very accurate reading.
Thank you.
That was really good.
It's hard to shift it to that instead of just read you, you know?
Yeah, no, and to put this on this, just for YouTube, that was a very accurate reading. We actually have a relative coming, my mom's coming back, and it'll be a lot of fun. So that was spot on.
Thank you. I hope you guys have enjoyed today, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week. And what the cards say is the way we go.